Hello, my loves. Whoever is watching this video, this message will be for you. Take whatever resonates. That was loud. Oh. I feel like whoever you are, you have been in your head a lot lately. And maybe because there has been like a sudden shift when it comes to like your energy and your vibration. But I feel like it has been like risen in a way where I feel like you're like attracting attention. And some people may not like that. But you can't help it. Because that's just who you are. Like, I feel like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're always going to attract... It's always going to be someone who just doesn't like you, you know? Like, I feel like whoever you are, you have a very strong femininity presence. Femininity? Why is that word hard to say? But you have, like, such a strong femininity presence, and I feel like you're starting to embrace that. But also, I feel like you have been in your head a lot lately. But also while also embracing that side of you. That I feel like it's kind of new for you. Also, this attention that you may have been getting, I feel like it's jealousy, but also it could be like a lustful attraction as well. And it's almost as if like you made a shift so much, not so much, but like you made a drastic shift so much that I feel like you are even starting to feel yourself change in a way, like with your own presence. Like not only are you starting to pick up on that, but like other people around you, because like I said, you are starting to attract attention, whether that's intentionally or unintentionally, but I feel like you're just going to attract attention because of this raised vibration, and also lose attention from other people. So I feel like it's almost as if like there's beginning to be this balance in your life that I feel like has been well needed, even though it may feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're it's like seasons are starting to change, but so is your life, you know? So I feel like you probably have been having some unpleasant encounters because of this new wave of shift. It doesn't even make sense. Because of this new shift that I feel like you have, like, I don't know, just done in your life. And like when you just do things, your life just starts to do stuff too. So I feel like, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, I feel like not only are you shifting your reality, but like other people, like I said, people are starting to notice. I don't know if I recently watched the movie Inception, and like there is a scene in the movie where like whenever a character, like, okay, it's about a dream. So whenever the character made a movement or a change in their dream, or like they saw something they were familiar to in their dream, people around them started to notice them. Like they just started to get stared at because they were drawing attention to them. like they were beginning to draw attention to themselves because of what was happening in their dream. I feel like I'm like not making my point across, but what I'm trying to say is that because you're so focused on yourself and like what you're doing, and like I feel like the more you embrace yourself in a good positive way, the more you will attract attention. And sometimes, like I said, even in a not so pleasant way, unintentionally as well. Like I said, there's jealousy, there's people who may be jealous, or there's people who may be admirers. So I feel like it could go either way. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like it can go either way. And it has been going either way so far. But yeah, like I feel like whoever you are, like there's nothing wrong with like being feminine and like embracing that side of femininity, because I feel like for so long you have not done that, and I feel like now you're starting to like realize there's a beauty of femininity too, as well as masculinity. Why does one trait is not better than the other, or not less than the other? So I feel like you've had this mindset of like, not even the mindset, but like maybe it's even subconsciously not embracing that side of you because you probably thought of it as weak. Like when you thought of femininity, you probably thought of it as weak and not as strong as masculinity. But now I feel like you're starting to embrace that side of you, and it's beautiful. And the Emperor, that's all. Because like I said, no one side is not better than the other. And I feel like this card is definitely a good representation of masculinity. But like I said, they're both equal, and they're both equal in their own right, and they're both beautiful in their own way. And with this new embrace that I feel like you have been doing with this femininity embrace, I feel like there also comes love with that. But also, like it wands, you may come with like, it may come with challenges and like unpleasant encounters, because like I said, people can behave their own way, and there's nothing you can do about it. But the only thing you can do is really focus on how you react, not really how people can react, because you can't control how other people may react. People are always going to be jealous, people are always going to look, people are always going to stop and stare, because there's something special about you, not just with your physical beauty, but like your energy. And I feel like when you have such a strong presence like that, when you combine your physicality with your energy, the strength of your energy that you have, you're gonna bound to attract attention. That's how it is. Okay? You're too much. You're too much for some people, because some people are just too less. You're too much for people who are too less, and that's how the cookie crumbles. You crush those cookies too. Ignore me. I am not funny. I have very dry humor, so ignore that. Ooh, the sun. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm talking about. You're definitely the sun when it comes to like attracting attention. You're attractive. What can you say? What can I say? Nothing. Okay? You're attractive. Two of Swords is a nice one too. And I feel like as long as you I feel like once you get a hold of that good balance of femininity and your masculinity, because I don't know why today's topic is femininity and masculinity in this reading. why am I talking about that so much? But like I feel like once you have a good balance of both of them, then it's game over. It's game over. Because I feel like some people just don't want you to, even you, realize your own strength and your own beauty. Because I feel like for so long you have been put down, or like you have been really told that you're not all that. But now that you're figuring out that you are all that, then that becomes dangerous, because you start to move differently. When you start to move differently, there's so much more opportunities that is put in front of you that you never saw before, or that you ignored because of what people told you. And what people told you was a total lie. Am I rhyming? Yes. Okay. Unintentionally. Just like how you're attracting unintentionally, I'm rhyming unintentionally. Yes. Cohesiveness. There's synchronicity happening. And inhale. Two of Swords as well. Okay. So I feel like this is another great representation of what I was talking about in this reading, is that you are really figuring out the balance with your masculinity and your femininity. And now I feel like you are really honed in your femininity, and it has been really shunned for quite a while, but I feel like you're regaining that strength back when it comes to that side of you. And I feel like you do well more on that side, rather than being masculine all the time, or proving that you can be independent, or proving that you can do everything on your own, when it's okay to not really try to figure everything out by yourself. And just to relax in your energy and relax in that energy, because I feel like you have been more comfortable in your masculine energy rather than your feminine energy, and you can never relax in your feminine energy. But now I feel like you are really realizing that, and I feel like you're like waking up into this new person that I feel like a lot of people have shunned, a lot of people have tried to hide away, or a lot of people have tried to really downplay you and your strengths and your beauty. And I feel like that was the real threat. Like that was the real threat. Like everything you have been told about you and your uniqueness was a total lie. It was just jealousy. It was jealousy, and it was just a way to trick you up and to slow you down. But now I feel like you are now beginning to really look at yourself in the mirror and like recognize all your flaws was actually flawless. Okay, you never had flaws from the very beginning. And how does it feel now to like finally wake up to all the lies you've been told, and now you have really this newfound awareness about yourself and about your own beauty and your own strength and your own uniqueness. And now I feel like you can walk towards a new path in your life, where I feel like you have been led down paths that has not been you, but was told that it was you. Five of Cups. So I feel like this one definitely represents like you actually, because you see how there's 2 cups standing behind him and there's 3 cups down. So I feel like it's almost as if like you are now letting your old self die, your past self die, the past self that has been told lies from other people, the past self that has been really rejected or just felt, I don't know, just not good enough from society, the past self that has just not really just kept up with expectations when it comes to your femininity and who you truly are, but also gaining this sort of new momentum and this new awareness about yourself. It's almost as if like you're like, it's like a, what do you call it? An awakening of some sort, an awakening of your new femininity, awakening of who you truly are, okay, when it comes to your own uniqueness. And not everyone is the same, and you don't want to be like everyone. And I feel like you were never meant to be like everyone. The haters gonna hate, so, and you're still gonna be beautiful. Wow, that's crazy. So I just got death in the full together. Okay. Your path is looking bright. Your path is looking vivid. I'm just thinking about like very vivid and colorful flowers, the path that you're walking on right now, because I feel like it's like you walk into a room and you just give a life to everyone, to everything in your path. And I feel like this newfound of awareness about yourself and who you are, it's just gonna, I don't know, just make everything more colorful. I don't know what I'm thinking about, just making everything more colorful. You know, like when you were a child and everything just seemed more colorful and more bright. Now I feel like you're beginning to like see your life now as more colors and more vivid imagery, you know, rather than just seeing everything black and white or grayish. I don't know what I'm saying, but I feel like now it's like, I don't know, like I just feel it's like waking up with sun in your face. It's exactly the feeling. Like, where have I been this whole time? In the dungeon? And the magician. This is the closing, okay? This is the closing. Exactly what we're talking about. You see the vivid flowers, vivid colorful flowers, and just like the realization of the magic he's possessing right now, that is entirely you. This card is a perfect representation, and that's it. That's all I have to say. I don't need to say anything else, because you are just that. You are the magician. You're the magician, and this new awareness that you have right now is dangerous, okay? Because I feel like now you can conquer whatever you put your mind to, and no one can stop you. They tried to before, but now they can't. You are unstoppable, you are unshakable, and now because you have this newfound awareness, it's game over, okay? So go after your dreams, go after whatever you set your mind to. You will look at it as something that's fresh, and that's something that's new, okay? I feel like you have this new mindset that you're ready to apply now, that I feel like you never had before. And now I feel like you are unlocking barriers along the way because of this new energy I'm feeling right now. Like there's this new energy. I don't know what it is, but it's so fucking attractive, and just keep being attractive and do your thing, okay? Because your manifestations, it's starting to flow. And that is all, my loves.